Earl Nightingale's The Essence of Success is more than a book, it's a distilled philosophy of human potential, drawn from decades of radio talks, lectures, and lived wisdom. It begins with a simple yet profound premise: success is not a destination but a state of becoming. Nightingale invites the reader to stop chasing success as an event and instead cultivate it as a habit of thought, attitude, and daily behavior. He opens with the idea that success starts in the mind. Everything humanity has ever achieved began as a thought, and every thought tends to materialize when nourished with belief and persistence. Nightingale calls the human mind the last unexplored frontier, a landscape more powerful than any force on earth. Most people, he argues, drift through life unaware of its creative power, living as passengers rather than pilots. Success, in Nightingale's view, is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. It's not measured by money or fame, but by how faithfully you pursue something meaningful. A teacher who strives to inspire her students, a craftsman perfecting his skill, or an entrepreneur solving real problems, each is successful because they are living intentionally. The tragedy, he says, is not failure but aimlessness. He urges readers to set goals, not as wishes but as commitments. Goals focus the mind, giving it direction and energy. Without them, we wander like a ship without a rudder. Once a clear goal is chosen, the subconscious begins organizing thoughts, ideas, and opportunities around it. This is not mysticism, it's focus. Where attention goes, energy follows. Nightingale warns against the epidemic of conformity. Most people, he says, settle for mediocrity not because they lack ability but because they imitate the crowd. They do what others do, think what others think, and call it normal. True success requires independence of thought, the courage to define your own standards instead of accepting society's. He highlights attitude as the invisible force shaping outcomes. Every day, we choose how to respond to life's circumstances. A positive attitude does not deny difficulty, it interprets it constructively. Nightingale's message is not naive optimism but empowered realism, the understanding that while you cannot control events, you can control your response, and that response determines your destiny. He often repeats that we become what we think about. The mind cannot distinguish between constructive and destructive focus, it simply amplifies what it's given. Thinking constantly about problems invites more problems, thinking about solutions, possibilities, and gratitude draws more of the same. Your dominant thought becomes your direction. Nightingale also explores discipline as the bridge between vision and achievement. Success, he says, is built on countless small decisions to do what must be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Discipline transforms fleeting desire into consistent effort. It's the daily renewal of your purpose, the quiet resolve that builds character. He devotes much of the book to integrity. Without it, he insists, no success can endure. Integrity is the alignment of thought, word, and action, it's doing the right thing even when no one is watching. In a world obsessed with shortcuts, integrity becomes a competitive advantage. People trust those who are consistent, and trust is the currency of every meaningful success. Nightingale celebrates the value of service. The surest way to achieve abundance, he says, is to focus on creating value for others. Success is not taken, it's attracted through contribution. The person who improves the lives of others inevitably improves his own. Wealth and recognition are byproducts of usefulness. He warns against the poisons of fear and procrastination. Fear, he explains, is imagination misused, its creativity turned against itself. And procrastination is the thief of opportunity, feeding on indecision. The cure for both is simple action. Move forward imperfectly, and confidence will grow with each step. Nightingale views time as life's most sacred resource. Each moment spent in aimless distraction is a piece of your potential lost forever. He encourages readers to structure their days around purpose, to read, reflect, and act in ways that build the mind and spirit. Success, he says, is not found in sudden breakthroughs but in the slow accumulation of good days. He returns again to gratitude as the foundation of abundance. Gratitude focuses the mind on what's working and amplifies it. The more you appreciate, the more you create. To Nightingale, a grateful person lives in alignment with reality, recognizing that life itself is an extraordinary opportunity to grow, serve, and create. By the book's end, the essence of success feels like both a compass and a mirror. It doesn't hand you a formula, it hands you back yourself. Nightingale's timeless wisdom reminds you that success is not something to chase but something to express. It's the unfolding of who you already are when you think clearly, act deliberately, and live with purpose. His final message is quiet but powerful: you are, this very moment, creating the person you will become. Guard your thoughts, shape your days, and the essence of success will reveal itself, not as a goal reached, but as a life well lived.